Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee. So today's story time, first of all, I can't believe I haven't told it before. And second of all, it's kind of like a lesson learned for this person that I'm talking about because actually, you'll find out. But before I get into this story time, I did tweet, I think it was last week, that I might have been getting a tattoo. And the day that I went into the tattoo studio, they didn't have enough time to do my tattoo, so I had to book it for a later date. So I'm actually getting my tattoo on July 5th, I believe. So if you guys want me to vlog it, definitely let me know. But I might also just do like a video about it anyway on my main channel. And I'm not gonna tell you what I'm getting, but it will be my third tattoo. And it's something that I didn't think I would ever get. I only decided what I wanted like a couple weeks ago. So it's not one that I've previously mentioned that I've wanted to get. So you guys probably won't guess it. But it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really meaningful and it's in a place that's probably gonna really hurt to get. That sounds weird, but you'll see. Anyways though, I'm very excited, but I'm just saying this to update people that saw that tweet on Twitter. So just so you know. So this story is pretty old. It happened when I would say 10. I think I was 10 or 11 at this point. I had this friend, let's call her Tanya. Her name's gonna be Tanya because I don't think I've used that name before. So Tanya and I were really close back at this time. We still are today, I still know her. So our friendship never really died off, but we used to go to each other's houses like every single day. I think I've done a story time about her and I probably about 3 or 4 times, but I can't remember what I previously named her, so she's gonna be Tanya now. I think one of the reasons why I haven't told this story before is because when I was 10 or 11, I could be really annoying sometimes, and I don't think I really wanted to admit this online, but I really liked sort of like pranking people or freaking people out. As weird as that sounds, nothing like horrible, just like little funny things every once in a while. And she had this younger brother, and I think he was about a year and a half or 2 years younger than us. So he was like the target of our pranks sometimes. It was mostly whenever we'd go over for like a sleepover or something, and we would dress up as these like scary monsters, and he'd be playing video games, and we'd creep up behind the couch and like jump at him and freak him out. Like, we were so horrible. I hate pranks happening to me and people scaring me. So I can't even imagine what this poor fellow was going through. And at first he'd be freaked out, but then he'd laugh, so he'd actually sort of enjoy it. But there was this one particular day where I think my friend went a little bit too far, and it was like 10 p.m. at night, and she went and hid underneath his bed, and he had a soccer game early in the morning, so that's why he was going to bed so early. She really wanted me to do this prank with her, but I just felt really weird about it, so I was like, no, you go ahead, you do your thing, I'm gonna wait in your room. So she had already been hiding under his bed when he got into his room, turned off the lights, and got into bed, and about like 2 minutes later, he just screamed at the top of his lungs because apparently she started shaking the bed from underneath him, and he was so freaked out. And I'm still to this day so glad that I wasn't a part of that prank, because the ones that I was a part of were sort of just really innocent ones that didn't really impact anyone too much, but she liked going to a whole nother level. So after that happened, he like ran to his mom and told her what happened, and my friend got in huge trouble, and he was just really not happy with either of us. Even though I wasn't part of the prank, he knew that maybe I had planned it with her or something, even though I didn't. It was all her. So when she came back into her room, I was like, listen, Tanya, I don't think that we should do these pranks on your brother anymore. Yes, the small ones are really fun, but if you're gonna like go ham like that, I don't think we should do it at all anymore. And she was like, yeah, you're right. Like, it was fun for a while, but we should stop now. So we thought everything was over and everything was all good, but we did not realize at that time that karma was a thing. Karma was real, okay? And while we were all like happy having our sleepover, Tanya's brother was in his bedroom plotting something very evil, plotting to get us back. So the next week when I was back at her house for a sleepover, her mom decided to take us grocery shopping, basically to just get like breakfast foods and little snacks for our sleepovers and stuff like that. So we went to this place that we always went to. I'm probably not gonna name the actual store in case this gets back to them. We got like cereal, we got some chips, we got some healthy stuff because you gotta throw that in there too. We just got like a little handful of stuff and brought it back to her place, and then we just like commenced our sleepover. We did the normal things, painted our nails, watched horror movies. I don't think her mom knew we were watching horror movies because we were like 10 years old, and if she found out, she would not be happy with us. And back when I was that age, I'd like to watch them, but then I'd be terrified at night. I'm not like that anymore because after I finish a horror movie, like I don't even think about it the rest of the day. But when I was that little, it lingered in my brain. So I'd go to these sleepovers, watch this stuff, and then be scarred for the next like 2 weeks. It was not really good. Anyways though, we had our sleepover, fell asleep eventually, and then we woke up and went to the breakfast table the next day. And this big box of cereal was not opened. Like it wasn't opened at all. So we had opened a whole new bag, undid it, and poured our cereal. And as we were pouring our cereal into the bowl, because the box was tilted that way, this little note like flew into my bowl. And the note was face down. So it just looked like this little paper just like flew right out of the cereal. So I turned it over and it said, "Help me," in really like messy writing. And then right beside that it said, "The monster got me," with like this scribbly sort of angry sad face beside it. So I looked at my friend Tanya and I'm like, what the heck is this? And she's like, I don't know, but we should tell my mom. Because you know when you're a kid, you go to your mom for everything, right? So the mom walks into the kitchen and we hand it to her and we're like, this was in the cereal box. And she looks at it and she was like, it couldn't have been. Like she didn't believe us at all. She's like, did you guys write this? Who wrote this? It wouldn't have come from inside the cereal box because it was closed. And we're like, no, we were pouring the cereal and it literally fell out into our bowl. So then she got really serious and she was like, if you guys aren't lying to me, I need to investigate this. And we're like, we're not lying, it literally just happened. So then she got on the phone with the grocery store that we got the cereal box from, and she told them what we found, and even the people on the phone were like, yeah, that can't be real, like that couldn't have happened. Are you sure the kids didn't do it? And she's like, no, my kids do not lie, this actually happened. So they told her they were gonna talk to their management team and call her back. So they hang up the phone and the mom is like freaking out. She doesn't understand what it is and she's like, guys, don't eat the cereal, just stop eating right now. And this whole time that this thing is going on, her brother is sitting sort of on the couch by the table just not saying anything. So like 10 minutes later the grocery store calls her back and they tell her to come into the store today with the note and the actual cereal box, and they're gonna have like a police officer there for the meeting to like find out what this is all about. So she hangs up and then she tells all of us like, okay, I'm going to the grocery store, there's gonna be a police officer there, we're gonna investigate this. And then that's when the brother who was sitting on the couch turns and was like, the police are gonna be involved? And she was like, well yeah, this is really serious, like what if a child put that in there, like what if someone actually needs help? And the brother was like, I have to tell you something. And we're like, what? And he's like, I did it. And the mom was like, wait, that's impossible. How could you do that? Like, how could you actually get a note into the unopened, like, plastic part of the cereal box? And he was like, no, I didn't put it in the plastic part that was unopened. When the box was closed, like, you know, if you look at a cereal box, and even though it's, like, sealed, the two sides of the box are still kind of open. So apparently he just slipped it through that tiny little space, and it just fell into the box. So when we were pouring our cereal, it looked like it might have come out from where the cereal was, but it was actually just sort of lodged in the cardboard part. So he said that, and the mom was so upset because now she was embarrassed because it was her kid and she had to call the grocery store again, she had to talk to police. It was a whole process, but the whole time this brother admitted that he just wanted to get us back for all the pranks we had pulled on him, and he wanted to make it seem like there was this monster after kids who ate this cereal, and he was trying to explain it, but his mom was so mad at him. And like the poor guy, like it was kind of our fault, and looking back at it, like I really feel bad for him because that was his prank back at us, but it just ended up backfiring on him, and poor guy. I still know him to this day. He's all grown up and like he's really sweet and like he holds nothing against us now. He said it was stupid on his part to do that. But yeah, that was the story. And it's weird because over the past like 5 years or so, people have been finding like help me notes in certain like articles of clothing and certain things they're getting for their kids, and it's really creepy and it's like a real thing and it's really sad. So it's just weird how that happened back in the day, but obviously it was just a prank. Thank goodness actually. But anyways though guys, that is my story, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!